You are listening to 600 Second Saga. Today's feature is Acquisition by Austine Osas. He shoves his left hand into my pocket and roughly removes a couple tens instead of asking for them as he normally does. I glance at Uwe, a small smile masking my surprise at his atypical behavior, but he doesn't smile back. Rather, he has a strange look in his eyes which I struggle to interpret. Is it anger? Discontent? I don't know. My conscience pricks me to ask, but I can only speculate about his thoughts as he remains silent. 5 weeks ago, I promised both of us I wasn't going to do this to him. 5 weeks ago, I was firm in my resolve and fully committed to seeing it through. But here we are, 5 weeks later, ready to break my own promise, and powerless to stop my capitulation. Self-preservation is a bitch. As we walk down the road to his new beginning, there is an uneasy silence between the breeder and product, which words cannot penetrate. Words cannot lighten the dire mood that pervades the atmosphere. We both know what is coming. A cataclysm which took place 100 years ago wiped out almost the entirety of the human race, leaving only a handful of people to roam the earth, whilst the animals and plant life remain largely unharmed. They called it the Great Plague, a reset by Mother Earth to create balance between humans and other species, as we were threatening to overrun the planet. In a bid to recoup losses and populate the world with a more superior race, impervious to any surprises Mother Nature may come up with in the future, the Order put in place a new system. Parents, now referred to as breeders, were selected and matched based on specific algorithms to produce the new generation. The children thus produced are raised by breeders to a certain age before their memories, save for certain selected files, are wiped, and they are sent to colonies to live out the rest of their days under strict rules. Almo has been my partner, and as a couple our ranking was always been great among fellow breeders. The quality of our products means we're consistently in the 98th percentile, earning the right to a good life with all the necessary perks. I try to start a conversation, hoping to get him to at least say something. Hope you drew up the list of memories you want to keep. There's no response, so I try again. Remember that this has nothing to do with me and your mum. It's the way of the Order. Silence. What will you use your money for? There is a payment for every acquisition, a kind of seed money to start off a new life. Still, no response. There's no sign that he can hear me at all, but I know he can. Since my matchup, I've had 10 kids given up for acquisition, each with his and her own unique traits and abilities, but there's something about we that's different. Something I can't actually put a finger on. His name, Hui, means grace in Bini, a language spoken by a renowned tribe of warriors who lived in Africa before the plague. I long to call aloud again one more time, to feel its power, to hear him answer me in that unusually clear voice of his, to have another animated conversation about his favorite cartoon, and to feel his trust as his arms wrap around my body in a show of love. But I know that won't happen today. Not again. Not ever. Today, I am going to do my duty as a breeder and fail as a parent. Finally, we reach the gigantic black gates of the processing center and stop. I can see a flurry of movement inside the huge compound through the high barbed wire fence, but he shows no interest in the sight. I want to say something, to offer some words of comfort, to apologize for breaking my promise to him. But my lips refuse to part. I try to pat him reassuringly on the shoulder, but he anticipates my action and moves out of reach, looking at the ground. I think to myself that maybe Omo should have come with us. Maybe her presence would have made things easier. Maybe. Why did you lie to me? His question catches me unprepared, but not as much as the look of pure hate I see blazing in his eyes. Turning abruptly on his heels, he starts walking rapidly away in the direction of the gates without saying another word. His quick steps have a defiance in them. And something tells me memories of our times together will be among the first set he will let go of. This was Acquisition by Austine Osas. Austine is a Nigerian and executive of Peda Studio, creator of the Kickstarter-backed Chronicles of the Newborn, and a co-organizer of Lagos Comic-Con 2016, whose writings have appeared on Africa.com, AfricanWriter.com, and Kalahari Review. You can catch him trekking the landscape of Lagos and Abuja, documenting the lives of everyday people through his lenses. Find him on Twitter, Facebook, or Medium. Check our show notes for links. Music is provided by Mads. Learn more about 600 Saga, our authors, how to submit your flash fiction, and how to support the podcast in the show notes. This has been Mariah Avix and 600 Saga.